Jai Hind friends, today I am supposed to deliver a speech and a narration on based of National Defence Academy. At first we shall discuss why it is important to talk about National Defence Academy. As we all know that when we go for staff selection board interview, we are often asked some questions that are associated with National Defence Academy. So as an aspirant, it will be a revision for me and I'll come across new points and we will discuss the points that are associated with National Defence Academy. So at first we shall look where is the National Defence Academy situated. So its location is Khadagbasla, that is near Pune, and it is a huge campus of approximately 7,100 of acres. The National Defence Academy is a basically primary tri-service academy. Here the cadets are selected for Indian Navy, Indian Army and Indian Air Force as well, where they are taught and trained for 3 years and given a degree as well. And from here they are sent to their respective academies for further trainings, that is for 1.5 years. So it was established in it was started in year 1954 in Pune by our first Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. What is the motto for National Defence Academy? It is self before service. Service before self. That means Seva Parmo Dharma. That instead of looking for your self benefits, at first you shall do your service. That is the basic principle that has to be imbibed during the training of 3 years in the NDA. Now we shall move further that what is the historical background of our National Defence Academy. So after World War II, Lord Mountbatten was the last Governor General of India, gave the idea for a joint tri-service training of military. And then in 1947, the Indian government approved the plan after independence that how we are going to establish an academy that will ensure the training and the development of the cadets for Indian Army, Air Force and Navy as well. And then the location was decided for this Khadagbasla because its location, geographical location and the climatic conditions as well. And it was inaugurated by our first Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in the year 1955. We shall have some looks to the photos that are associated with the foundation stone of NDA, which was done by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru on October 6, 1949. And then it was the primary sketch that was done for the National Defence Academy's main administrative building. And here is the first passing out parade of the cadets of National Defence Academy for the first batch. Now we shall further go that what are the training curriculums at NDA, what are the factors and the process that a cadet has to go through when he is selected at NDA. So at first we shall look at what are the courses that are offered in academics. So there are basically courses in bachelor's in degree in art, bachelor's degree in science and computer science from Jawaharlal Nehru University. And now there are some courses that are offered from engineering as well. And then what is, as we know that a person or a cadet is trained here for being a military officer or an army officer. So he has to go through further trainings for creating himself fit for the military services. So here are drills and weapons handling, tactics and leadership, physical condition. Why these are taught in the NDA? Because when you will get out from NDA and go for services, you should have that knowledge how you are going to handle the drills and weapons. That if you are if any condition comes that where you are supposed to use weapons, then you should be aware of each and everything associated with the weapon. And then tactics and leadership. As you're an officer, you are given a particular number of soldiers you have to command. So you shall have that quality within you to lead the particular cadre or a batch with full enthusiasm and confidence. And you shall also have that tact within you to handle any situation with a particular way. And then physical conditionings, that if you are posted in Jammu Kashmir or in Northeast, you shall be aware of physical conditions, that how you are going to approach a particular climate in what way. And then what are the outdoor skills that are taught in the NDA, that are horse riding, swimming and mountaineering, endurance marches. And apart from all these, there are also soft skills. Why are soft skills required? Because you are an officer and you are supposed to be a part of a delegation for international committees as well, where you would gonna represent a country on an international level. So you shall be aware of handling the people and addressing them as well. So for that, you should have that etiquette, skills and addressing the people. So in NDA, a candidate has to go through these processes as well, so that his personality is evolved, so that he can be a person for which the Indian Army can take pride on. And then these are some glimpses from the NDA, that how cadets are trained in the academy. These are some outdoor skills and horse riding marches and swimming as well. So a cadet is evolved not only mentally but physically as well, and he has also taught how to behave in public events and managements. So now we will move further, that what is the selection process at NDA, that how a candidate is supposed to go to NDA. So at first, as we all know, that you have to go through a particular chain of process. At first, you have to qualify the written examination, that consists of mathematics, English and GS. In GS, the questions from all over the globe are asked, like physics, chemistry and biology, geography, history, polity, civics and current affairs as well. And then you have to go through SSB interview. So initially, a particular candidates are selected from written examination who have qualified the cutoff, and then they are called for SSB interview, where the basic interview is done, so that they have to qualify or make the list of the candidates who are fit for NDA. And then if you have gone through the interview, it doesn't mean that you are good to go. Then you have to go through the medical test, and then a basic thing that has to kept in mind, that you shall qualify the eligibility of age as well, that you have to initially you have to be unmarried, and the age to join NDA is to be between 16 and a half years to 19 and a half year for to join the academy. And then we shall go further, that what are the facilities and what are the campus life at NDA. So at first we shall look the location of the NDA. The campus area is about 7,015 acres, which is located at the foot of Sahyadri Hills in near Pune. And then what are the training facilities? As we know that it is a mass campus, then the number of facilities offered for training to the cadets is numerous. Then like parade grounds, firing ranges, sailing clubs and laboratories as well, that even if your inclination is towards a particular field, NDA has it. So evolution of the personality to the utmost output is done in NDA. And then what are the sports facilities? And as we have discussed, that being a soldier or being an officer, you shall not be only physically fit but mentally as well. And the mental fitness is developed by creating laboratories, libraries and access to all knowledge in a single click. And then here comes the sports facilities that are offered to the cadets, like Olympic swimming pools, obstacle courses, equestrian complexes. And here are the glimpses that cadet practices in NDA, like parade, firing, sailing clubs and equestrian complexes as well. Now we shall move further, that what are the career paths when you get graduate from the National Defence Academy. Wait a minute, have you thought what does it means that if you have graduated, then you have to select the career path? Yes, when you have appeared for your written examination, a preference is asked from you, that whether you have to join Indian Army, Air Force and then Navy, and you have to select the order of preference as well. And according to your order of preference, you get the career path as well. Army cadets, once all the cadets are graduated from National Defence Academy, they are supposed to move for further trainings. Like Army cadets proceed to Indian Military Academy, that is Dehradun, and once they are trained in Indian Military Academy, they went for commissioning. And then if we talk about Navy cadets, they join Indian Naval Academy, that is in Azimala, for advanced training, where they are told about the basics and the management and skill of their particular stream. Like the soldiers are told about Indian Army, and then the Navy cadets are told about the ships, the marine, the submarines, and the cadets as well, the soldiers as well. And then here comes the Air Force cadet. They attend Air Force Academy, Dundigal, for specialized training. So here we see that once you are enrolled in National Defense Academy, basically you are physically and mentally developed so that you can uphold the post of officer, and then you are sent towards your respective academies for further development and trainings. So basically NDA is a place where a particular boy, we could say that the teenager is evolved into a person who is eligible and responsible. So now these are the glimpses once a cadet get passed from NDA. Look at the family and how they are respected, and there are several awards that are given to the best performing cadets as well. So now we will further move. What now? A question arises: are there any famous alumni? Wait a minute. We are talking about National Defense Academy, and it has given 3 Chief of Defence Staff, including General Bipin Rawat, who is a notable NDA alumni. And then we'll talk about the officers like Manoj Kumar Sinha. And then we have numerous cadets, like these are the cadets who have qualified from NDA. So the thing is that if you have been evolved, you have been trained, and you have been disciplined, then your personality comes out in a peculiar way. Then the people sustain you, then your company will appreciate you, then the soldiers that are in Indian Army will follow your orders. But for that you have to be go through a particular process of evolution that is provided by NDA. The atmosphere among which you preside over for 3 years is something that evolves you from a boy of your house, a boy who is just passed the school, to a person who is eligible to uphold a particular responsibility, and not a responsibility that requires patience, that requires effectiveness, that requires a depth, so that he can handle various situations in a gentle way. So these are some notable alumni from NDA. There are city services chief and hundreds of officers. If we would make list, the list is never ending. So what has NDA given us? Notable alumni and number of officers, and also the responsible citizens who have that guts to put service before self. Now we will move further. That what are the key takeaways and next steps? At first, before preparing for NDA, you should have that guts in you. You should have that feeling of sense of nationality in you. So how will be that born? At first, you should understand NDA's heritage. What does it mean? That you have to go through the rich history and the past of the cadets that have passed through National Defense Academy. That will imbibe your confidence and your motivation to work hard for the examination as well as interview. And then you have to prepare yourself well for academically as well. There is a myth that for qualifying army you shall be physically fit only. No. Being an officer, you have to be physically fit, but you have to be mentally fit as well. You have to be attain that state of mental stability so that you can make decisions without getting panic. And that is provided by National Defense Academy. And you have to practice it while preparing for the written examinations as well. And you have to embrace the training opportunities. We often see that the students in their school days never participate in school programs or any debate competitions. That is not good. Being a student, just take that opportunities. That helps you to speak in public. That will induce your confidence and will prepare you for SSB interview as well. As there are many interview processes where you have to speak, and that shows your confidence as well. And that is done by if you have practiced it for a long period of time. So these are basically something that you have to keep in mind while preparing for NDA examination. And the main thing that a cadet has to keep in mind, that is, he has to aim for excellence. What does it mean in being in Indian Army or Indian Forces? That it means you have to be excellent because you are going to represent your country and you have responsibility of the security of the nation on your shoulders. And to handle this, you have to be excellent. You have to be extraordinary. You have to separate yourself from the rest and be the best. Now we shall move further, that how to excel in NDA training. So what are the ways that you can excel or you can be a person who is very good while the process of training? So excelling at NDA demands physical toughness, mental strength, and then officer-like qualities. What are the officer-like qualities? So basically there are some qualities that are required for being an officer. We often see that a soldier approaches a particular situation in a different way, but when it comes to an officer, he just tackles the situation in a very different way. So there are the qualities that separates the soldier from the officer, the way of thinking, to analyze the situation properly. These are the qualities that we have to imbibe. And then we have to move further, that we have to build physical and mental strength as well. What does physical toughness means? Let's start physical training early with running, swimming and bodyweight exercise. You have to be very fit physically as well. It doesn't mean that you have qualified the written examination and you are good to go. No, you have to be physically as well as mentally active to be an officer. And what does mental strength means? That you have to be very positive and very productive while very tough schedules as well, because in NDA you have to go through a particular schedule that is very hard and hectic as well, but you have to uphold your confidence and positivity to go through the same. Just remember, it is a process of evolution that will evolve you from a boy, from a teenager to a particular gentleman, to uphold the responsibility on his shoulder. Now we shall move further. What are the skills that you have to imbibe for clearing examination? That is time management. At first you shall prioritize your duties, that what are the work that has to be done first, and then the rest of the work that can be assimilated in a next session. So just making the list in that way will help you to manage your time in a best way. And then you have to focus on your academics as well. You have to study daily mathematics, physics and current affairs. And then you have to have a particular command on academics. You have to be very strong in academics for commissioning as well. So practicing mathematics and physics, current affairs will boost your mental health as well. And time management is a thing that will help you at any scenario, be it in your written examination and at your service as well. If you cannot manage the things timely, then the officer-like qualities are somewhere missing, and you have to do in a gentle way. Now we shall move further. So what are the officer-like qualities that we have to develop? So basic qualities are, you have to take leadership and responsibility. Like that if a particular task is assigned to you, so you shall have that confidence in you that no, I am going to take the responsibility to execute the task, and that sense of responsibility and leadership will develop the officer-like qualities. And communication, you can communicate with a large number of people, and you can just make them aware of each and everything. That quality has to be developed. That right from a graduate to a person who is illiterate, you have to discuss with both, and you shall make them aware of policies and the things that are taking place in a gentle way. So you have to develop the qualities of communication as well. And what is teamwork? That each and every member of the team is important. Whether you are not in a condition to cooperate with them or they are not trying to cooperate with them, just go to them and be aware of the problems that they are going through, and if they are reasonable, just try to correct them. So these are the basic 15 qualities that you have to imbibe for being a gentle officer. What are these? Effective intelligence, reasoning ability, organizing ability, power of expression, social adaptability, cooperation, sense of responsibility, initiative, self-confidence, a quickness of decision, ability to influence, liveliness, determination, courage, stamina. So basically there are qualities that you have to practice from your school days, and that will help you to qualify the SSB interview in a gentle way. And that can be done if you practice it in your daily life. Like self-confidence and quickness of decision. How quickly you take decisions in a particular situation, and ability to influence as well. That if the people are not going to admit your decisions, then how you are going to influence them, how you are going to make them aware of each and every dimension of the situation so that they admit your point. So these are the qualities that you have to develop for being an officer. Now we shall move further, that you shall also excel in sports and extracurriculars. NDA doesn't demand that you have to be only academically well, but you have to go through the processes, like you have to be physically fit and you have to be very participative in sports and extracurriculars. What does extracurriculars means? That participating in debate competition, participating in some teamwork that helps the imbibe the quality of officers within you. So these sort of activities have to be done on a daily basis. So mandatory participation, engage actively in sports, deal and adventure activities, specialization, focus on one sport. You have to specialize yourself on one skill, but you can maintain skills across multiple activities. You have to master a particular skill, but you can maintain other skills as well. So that will help you to be a good officer as well. And then extra credits, adventure sports like sailing or horse riding enhance your profile. If you have done these sort of activities while you are in academy, then it will approve your profile, and it will take in consideration for better jobs as well. And now we shall move discipline and character excellence. You have to follow the rules, respect seniors and maintain uniform standards. What does being in army means? That you have to discipline yourself, you have to follow the rules and stick to them. That you have to follow rules, do not disobey the rules. You have to respect seniors. What is the difference between private academics and being in army means? That you shall follow the hierarchical order as well. That if a person is senior, you have to greet him with respect only and maintain uniform standards. It doesn't mean that you are just taking casual dresses and moving along. No, you are an officer, you are a cadet, you have to maintain your standards as well. That if you would go in public, people should recognize, no, the person who is standing in front of us is officer. Impeccable turnout, that neat uniform and polished boots earn silent respect from peers and instructors. That if you are up to the mark from your uniform, it gives the sense of respect from your instructors and peers as well. That no, this cadet is very up to the mark. And then proper conduct, that if you have been given a particular thing or assigned a task, how you are going to conduct them. You have to maintain the integrity and professionalism in every action. The integrity means that taking the group along, and professionalism, that the quality of work is to be professional. Now we shall move further, that what are the major NDA awards and honors. So there are several awards that a cadet receives if he performs well. So some of them are President's Gold Medal for top overall cadet. Here are the images. A Chief of Army Staff Medal, 2nd position. Chief of Naval Staff Bronze Medal, 3rd position. And the Sword of Honor for best all-round cadet. And here are the images that are associated with the same. So there are many awards that are given in NDA as well for cadets who excel in a particular field. Now we shall move further. What are the quick tips for qualifying the written examination? That you have to maintain the consistency, maintain a steady performance across academics, training and discipline, and you have to maintain your reputation. How it is going to be made? You have to build trust, respect with peers and instructors. That if you will give respect, then people will respect you. So the game of respect is just game of give and take. So in order to maintain that, at first you shall give respect to your peers as well as your instructor and senior as well. That will help you to earn respect among your batchmates and others as well. And you have to develop the communication skill. If you will practice the public speaking skill, it will help you in your during your job time, so that you can manage your company in a gentle way, and you can communicate with each and every soldier, so that you can come across each and every dimension of the company as well. Now we shall move further. So these are the things that you require for qualifying NDA, and how you have to imbibe the qualities of an officer for being at NDA. It will help you to uphold your morals and confidence. And being a cadet of the NDA, it was my responsibility to share my views as well, and it has also helped me to prepare myself for SSB interview. That if someone asks me question about the NDA and the activities that take place in the academy, it will help me to answer it in a gentle way. So I have expressed this presentation as a cadet only, and to express my views and uphold my confidence for my SSB interview. Here at La Military Academy, sir has suggested me to do so that my confidence and my public speaking skills will be enshrined, so that I can do miracles in the interview as well. And you have came here. If you have came to this end, then it means that you have liked the content I have gone through. So thank you for watching the video. Jai Hind.